separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis. But the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. Oregon State fans able to clap for the Beavers the last time they met as they destroyed Oregon.
And, man, they quieted all those loud Duck fans. They smashed the Ducks a year ago. They brought some confidence to Corvallis. They got excited. They're trying to build on this for their future of their program.
I feel like, David, last year, too, that caught Oregon, that caught a lot of college football fans by surprise. We're used to seeing the Beavers run the football and play defense, but the way they jumped out on their in-state rival was shocking. Let's see if they can do that again.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're working that left side. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's in open space downfield. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Direct snap. Plows through the defense. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, running the read option to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Dumps it to the back. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to run all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
Here in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got a little space. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They try to pop a run on the draw. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A low line drive and not his best work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just inside the 30th and 29, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's McDaniel. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finds the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
After the run, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stuck. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about his running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. To a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. A designed run for the quarterback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll run play action. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got a man. It's McDaniel. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give to the lone running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can't get him to the ground. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They boot it away on fourth down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Right back to the well. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the wall. Going to be a turnover.
The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Beavers want to move quickly. To the air on first down. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Beavers will call on their punt together a drive. The run from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. And the defense drags him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Oh, the sweet feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Beavers in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this, it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The arc throw, it's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They go to the draw, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, better look out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Beavers are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Need. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got a lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun. The running back has it. There he goes. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Hand off from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Need. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McDaniel. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Beavers are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Pressure coming. On target. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure, every ball.
Oh, he's got some space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the offense on second down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline with just a few yards. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McDaniel. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Beavers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Punt is in the air. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the offense will have at least one more shot at this after the pass interference penalty gives them an untimed down. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So the Beavers able to dam up those trenches and gave the Ducks nowhere to move as Oregon State takes home this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.